Okay, everybody. Oh my goodness. So we are into week 3 of our 5-week series, and this is our 5th Zoom. Are you guys loving this or what? Wave your hands if you're getting incredible information, if you really feel like this is going to help you. Do a little dance. I absolutely love this. We are getting some hot tips, and we are just gearing up for an incredible 2017. And you guys are so dedicated to really make sure that you're on every single one, every Wednesday, every Saturday morning through the holidays. I'm just so impressed, and you guys, it's just going to really pay off. So we're just going to kind of jump right in. Make sure that you have a pen and a paper handy. You are going to absolutely love our guest speaker today. She is almost at 100 cycles a week, you guys. Can you imagine 100 cycles a week? That's almost 5-star. That is life-changing. So I just want to introduce you to Heidi Burkemper, and she is just going to share her story, and she has some amazing tips that I know are going to really help all of us. So get your pen ready, and Heidi, go ahead, take it away.
Thanks, Rachel. Can everybody hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much for inviting me to this call. Hi, Joe. I invited just a couple people on this call myself, Rachel. I hope that's okay.
Absolutely. And Heidi,
Thank
by
you.
the way, Heidi is on vacation with her family and decided to join us right in the middle of that. So we really, really appreciate you.
Oh my God, I cannot wait to share my passion for what we're all involved in, and just a few tips that have really helped me and that I train on a lot. And it's so cool to see everybody. I mean, I think the hardest part about this business is we start to feel like the world is small. And when we realize how big the world is, right, and how much is possible through this vehicle, it really, really gets exciting. And, I'm looking at all of you I'm actually in Snowbird, Utah right now. I live in Aspen, Colorado. And 5 years ago, right around 5 years ago, I made the decision to join this company. And when I made that decision, it was an absolute rock solid decision. And, that's my first tip, is make a rock solid decision that you're going to go to the top of this company. Don't play small. I mean, you have got to decide and commit. So that's number one. And when you've made that decision, there's a different sound in your voice when you talk to people. The second tip that I have, and Rachel and I spoke a little bit before the call, and we talked about the importance of becoming executive. And the second tip I'm going to talk about tonight is find your team. You can't do this alone. You can't do this alone, but it is incredible, absolutely amazing what happens when you find just a couple people, maybe even just one partner that says, yeah, I'm going to do this with you. And you pull each other up when you pull them up when they're down, and they push you up when you're down. And it's amazing what happens with just one person that you can find that's committed to this. The third tip I'm going to give you is get to an event. Get to the next event. Keep going to events. I call our products, our nutritional technology, Ferrari nutrition. We fuel our bodies like a Ferrari. And I'm 52 years old, and I've never, ever felt healthier or better. And it's because of this nutrition. It's unbelievable how much energy I have and how well I sleep. And I'm so grateful for those products. And the fuel for my business, I need to be fueled every once in a while in my business as well. And I get that fuel by attending events. And it's really, I know we can watch those online, and we're going to be able to watch NYKO on NYKO Live and that kind of thing, but that's just not the same. Going to these events, meeting the people, it's what happens outside the rooms more than what happens inside the rooms. That's the magic that happens when we get to an event. And so, taking a walk down memory lane 5 years ago, the very first thing that I did was I signed up enrolled with a wholesale account. Never thought I would do this business, but got the products in my body and started looking at the videos, like the 6-figure incomers video and, all of that. And something kept compelling me. I had just, like 3 months earlier, gotten my securities license and insurance law license. And something kept compelling me, and almost like a magnet, to learn more about this company, because when I got this in my body, I felt like I'd never felt before. And I do hear some background noise, guys. If you
I just found them. It took me a few minutes.
Oh, I love it. So, I got these products in my body, and my family got these products in their body. And it was like, oh my God, I better go find out about these products and make sure they're legal and make sure this company's has integrity and that kind of thing, because I really want to share this, but I don't know if I'm going to be alive in 2 months, because if this is legal, I felt like my eyes were brighter, my energy. I woke up every morning just ready to go. The products are amazing. So I went to an Isagenix university, and I remember going to that Isagenix university 5 years, and this switch flipped for me. I recognized that we have two extremely serious crises in the world today. We have a health crisis, and we have a financial crisis. And we have, through this vehicle, the opportunity to make a dent in both of those. And that really got me excited. And I came home from that. I got on the plane, and I remember thinking, you know what? I'm doing this, and nothing's going to stop me. And had I not gone to that event, I would have watched the videos. I would have seen what was going on social media. I would have been able to share this, but not with the deep passion that I was able to share with people when after seeing that they actually, like Jim and Kathy Coover and Eric Coover and the Scientific Advisory Board, all of whom I met 5 years ago in those rooms, they don't just talk the talk, they walk the talk. And the middle name of Isagenix to me is integrity, and that it just was like, it gave me the confidence to go out and find my team. And so, okay, now I'm going to talk about a little bit about, I love training on this. And, I was so intentional when I chose to do this. I dove in the deep end. I didn't paddle with, little floaties on in the shallow end. I dove into the deep end, and I was like, I need to find my team. And who was I looking for? And think about this, guys, and maybe write down some of the qualities you're looking for in the people that you would like to partner with. And so for me, it starts with a vision. It starts with a vision of building not just a vision, but a vision and a passion of building this income producing asset. And the foundation of that is finding the right people. And so the first thing I did was I printed out the executive map. The first thing I did was, again, I'm going to say it again, I printed out the executive map. I did not print out the 100 name list. I printed out the executive map. And in pencil, I wrote down 10 people. I thought of people that were driven. I thought of people that were like-minded. I thought of people that were into health and wellness and nutrition. I thought of people that I would have fun with. I thought of people that were giving and passionate and, those givers, those go-givers. And I wrote my top 10 people down, and I called them first. And I call that executive map the board of directors list. And again, I was very, very intentional. I'm going to tell you, and I'm going to take Rachel as an example of kind of what I said to these 10 particular people and how I launched my business. And I will say this. The first 10 people that I contacted, those board of directors, are responsible for a six-figure income residual, six-figure income, probably for the rest of my life. I'm pinching myself. I live in Aspen, Colorado. I get to work from anywhere I want to. I am living my dream life, but it started with the idea of who do I want to surround myself with. And I'm going to take, like I said, Rachel as an example. And I'm thinking of my friend Ricky Tischler, who reminds me a little bit about of Rachel. But I would call Rachel, and just knowing, we don't know each other well, but I know enough about you, Rachel, that you would be on my board of directors list for absolute certain had I known you 5 years ago. And I would call, and this is the type of verbiage I used. Rachel, hey, it's Heidi. How you doing? And let her say something. And then you immediately get to the point. None of this bait and switch. Rachel, listen, I'm calling for a specific reason. I found a company and a product that I am so super excited about. I believe that everyone can benefit from the product. Everyone. It's transformational, life-changing product. But I'm actually, I just got back from this university where I learned all about this company. And I am super excited to partner with this company and build an incredible business. I found my niche. And Rachel, I thought of you. And guys, this part comes from the heart, not the head. I thought of you, Rachel, because you're just somebody who's so driven, so health conscious. I know you've shared with me some health struggles that you've had. I know that the products could really help with that. I really believe that. And here's the thing, Rachel, even if it's not a fit for you, even if you don't see what I see, that's okay. The more people that know about what I'm doing, the better. And you may know just the person I'm looking for, and that I could help, and that this could help them. So what I'm wondering, Rachel, is would you be willing to take 20, 30 minutes, maybe go out for coffee, get on the phone, and, both of us get very focused so I can talk to you and let you know about what I'm so passionate about. You guys, not one person said no to me. Not one person. It was the posture. It was the passion. It was setting it up with that verbiage of this may or may not be a fit for you. Let them off the hook. Let them off the hook. And, I'm just going to give you a couple things that happened. The first person I called is a six-figure income earner in my business today. The second person I called bought the President's Pack, said, don't call me for 30 days. I heard about the 30-day money-back guarantee. She went right home and had her daughter take a before picture of her and was totally intending on taking a picture 30 days after and saying, see, Heidi, nothing changed. I've tried everything. And once again, nothing's changed. So I'm going to get a refund on my products. Well, that second person, Michelle, also ended up joining my business because in 30 days she had lost 17 pounds. And I called her 30 days later and I said, how's it going? She goes, unbelievable. I can't believe it. It wasn't like I was eating bonbons before. I don't know what's in this, but I feel amazing. My sister, who actually laughed at me, is almost a six-figure income earner. She goes, okay, I'll buy some shakes. And I'm like, nirvana. And she got the products in her body and just, so when I left St. Louis, guys, and I pinch myself every day because I live in my favorite place in the whole world, Aspen, Colorado. I enrolled somebody the other day on the gondola, No kidding. I mean, this is a dream job for me. Sometimes I feel like Kathy and Jim just like custom made this company and these products for me. That's how I feel about this. I love this company. I love the people in it. I love this opportunity. And, I'm going to share something that Lisa DeMeo, who is part of my support team, shares a lot. Don't be stingy. Don't be stingy. You don't know who is out there looking for you. Don't be stingy. Make those hard calls. Pick up the phone and write down your chicken list and call them, because 5 years from now, and this has not been easy for me. A lot of people think, like, I love sharing the time I was actually crumpled down on the floor and my husband practically had to pick me up because I'm like, so-and-so quit, so-and-so quit, and so-and-so quit. And they told me they were going to the top of the company with me. And now it's like crickets. They're not even answering the phone. They're not getting back to me. And he said, move on. Move on. And I did. And so should you. So in a nutshell, my tips: find your team and go find a kick-ass team. Remain detached. Remain so detached. It's so interesting because I now am at a point where I try to disqualify people rather than convince them. Maybe this isn't for you. Most people can't do this. Most people don't have the tenacity to stick with something long enough to make this work. Are you the kind of person that can really do this? Are you the kind of person that really, has that rubber butt mentality where you get knocked up, but you get back up again and you do it even when you don't feel like doing it? And I can't tell you what happens. You can't pull it. You can't push a string. I can't tell you what happens when you take it away. You become more attractive. So find your team, get to the next event, go find your board of directors. And you guys, at the end of the day, what this is really about is helping this world get healthier and wealthier and freeing people from physical and financial pain. It's so simple. Don't overcomplicate it. So Rachel, thank you so much. I don't know if you have any other questions.
You are so inspiring, and I love the verbiage. And you guys, this is recorded, so we'll go back, we'll watch it, we'll type that verbiage out, we'll get it on the page for you guys, and we'll have to memorize it because it just flows, and I absolutely love it. And you saying all that, I have all these names that are popping in my head that I'm scared to death to call, but I'm going to. And I want you guys to make sure that you're calling those people on your chicken list too, right? We want to sponsor up. And so we want to call the people that we're scared to call, right? But Heidi, thank you so much for blessing us with your wisdom, and enjoy your vacation. Thank you so much for being on with us tonight. And Dana, I'm going to hand it over to you.
Oh gosh, Heidi, oh my gosh, this was seriously amazing, amazing. I took some notes. I love the no bait and switch. Just say, I'm calling for a specific reason. Oftentimes we try to keep it, yeah, and we make it harder than it is, keeping it simple and just no bait and switch. I love that. And I thought of you. Like, I've got all these great big goals and I'm going to the top, and, I'm going to get healthy and blah, blah, blah. And I thought of you. I love that. People want to be thought about. So thank you, Heidi. Oh my gosh, I took all these great notes. So for our action items, you guys, I'm so excited. This is like, I think, the most important week right now because it really sets us up for our 2017. And I loved what Heidi said. I've talked to so many. Don't ever think you're alone in your frustrations, because this week it seems I have talked to so many people who are like, everybody I talk to can't afford it. They want to do it, and I feel like they're leading me on, and I don't know what's wrong with me. It's not you. You're just doing the do. You're planting the seeds. It's Christmas time. You watch. Come the last day of this month, and the 1st of January, things will change. People get paid again, and their Christmas bills, aren't due yet, and they are ready to get healthy. And so hang in there, you guys. And I love when Heidi said, just move on. Don't crumple on the floor. Move on. Go find more people. The ones who you've planted seeds with are going to come back. In fact, I've got someone on my website right now that said in September they were going to join me, and money got in the way, and they're on my website right now. So don't give up. Don't crumple on the floor, and let's keep pushing forward. So here's your action items for this week. I'm going back. I have not finished looking at all the accountability comments. I'll post a new one for week 3 and pin that. And make sure that if you haven't done your week 2 to do that, because I'm keeping track, people. So here's your action item. Continue to be filling January up with tasting parties. They work so well, you guys. I don't remember who it was today. She's probably on here. I can't remember. She did a mini tasting party that ended up being that she's got an appointment now to get these people signed, one and then their spouse. So tasting party, and continue to write those dates down on the accountability post. 2 people a day to RPRR. Listen, it's not mandatory, but it's a guideline, okay? If you get 5 in a day, great. If you miss a day, that's okay. You can make it up. But keep that in your back of your mind that I got to get my 2 people in today, okay? The biggest thing I think that we all need to do is crush our resolution videos, you guys. They should be 30 seconds-ish. Crush them. I love watching them. Heidi with the French fries, and we saw cupcakes being crushed today. They're awesome. So keep those coming, and make sure that you're supporting each other. When you see those come through the feed, go ahead and comment on them or put an emoji, because that continues to pop those in the feeds, and it helps the algorithm, okay? And then here's a new thing I want you to do. Since we're all adding people to our Facebook each week, I want you to do 3 posts this week, like every other day, where you're asking a question, a yes or no, or which do you prefer, something. It doesn't have to do with Isogenics at all, but get it so that your followers and your friends are actually commenting on your posts with something silly if you want, okay? Just to change that algorithm so that you keep popping up in their feeds. That's really, really important. So 3 posts this week. They can be Isogenics related or not, preferably not, so that people are commenting on there so that you continue to be in their feed. And that's it. I hope you guys have a great week. If you have any questions, now's the time to unmute yourself and ask, because we actually finished 5 minutes early.
Wow. Awesome. And you guys are not going to want to miss Saturday. So make sure that you're on Saturday morning. And we are so grateful that you joined us tonight. And thank you again, Heidi. We really, really appreciate you. Go enjoy the rest of your vacation.
Oh, thank you for having me. I've learned from you guys. And just by the way, I did post the link to the verbiage, and I have a little podcast explaining how to invite your board of directors.
Oh, thank you so much, Heidi. That is awesome.
Thank you.
All right. Well, everybody have a wonderful evening.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Thank you, Heidi.